Okay, so here we are. Today I got one of my friends out here with his backhoe. We are doing a bunch of work. Main thing is we're going to set up for footings. I mean, that's been the main goal anyway, but I've got him doing a few side projects at the same time. So here he's digging a hole. Basically it's going to be kind of a hole for grass clippings and stuff like that. And where about 8 feet round and about 6 feet deep, so it have a decent amount of room for my clippings and probably some sticks and maybe some concrete, stuff like that. I'm also going to have him do some leveling out here where we had a burn pile. There's a few little hills and stuff also where they cut that big tree down over there. There's a big ditch there that they made, so I'm going to pull that, or have him, pull that all level. They kind of did a few ruts over here, just pulling the tree around and stuff. It's stuff that, it's not a big deal, but I just want it all leveled. And then we've got a few other things he's going to do. We got a bunch of these stumps in different random places. So those he's gonna pull one out there. You can see I painted one back there. There's another little one over here I haven't marked yet. So that's the stump stuff that he's gonna do. I'm also gonna have him clean up over here, try and pull some of this out a little bit, or at least loosen it up. But one of the main things he's doing over here is right here. I'm gonna make a little area that's leveled off. I'm gonna put some pallets down to store some wood. I've got some steel. I don't know if you saw it in the video over there, but anyway, I'm gonna make a lean-to over here and basically just store some wood that may or may not be useful. I don't know, but I want to at least keep it out of the rain. I'll put it under a tarp. That's some of the wood, and then I got a bunch more elsewhere. Nope, I just noticed there's another stump he's gonna take out right there. So that's what he's doing over here. Then we've got this big area. So this has progressed a little bit. You can see I got my chainsaw sawmill set up over there still. This used to all be overgrown. In fact, this whole area, just to walk through here, when I first bought this place, you barely could walk through here. It was all brush grown out there, all brush grown out over here. This was a huge pile that we had to burn. That tree went all the way over here, and there were branches everywhere and stuff. So this has all been a lot of cleaning up so far. We want it to grow back to some extent. I want a bunch more trees in here, but not like it was. Anyway, cleared out this area, so this building is going to move there. I want it on a foundation. I'm going to probably run new electrical, and there's going to be a good bit of work done in that place. Going to have plumbing and stuff. So this right here, if you can see the pink, this is kind of roughly the corner of where it's going to come this way, and then off in the distance, if you can see, and I'll zoom in over there, if you can see the pink, let's see, there's that stump right there is the pink. There's a line there. So that's going to be the other side. So it's going to move slightly farther away from where we are. Slightly that way. And then, of course, this right here is going to be the corner of where it's going to go. So it's going to move. So that right here, he's going to dig. So we're going to put some footings in here. I'm going to build a 3-course concrete block wall and then move that. I'm actually going to take that apart, because that's the only way I have to move it, and just basically reassemble the whole thing right here. So that's the big job back here. Now in the process, we have to do some digging, because we've got our septic line, which is going to go to the tank. See, that's the tank right there. So the line up above, we're going to get into there, tie that in and everything. So that, and then on the other side, you see the water pipe and the conduit. So the conduit and the water pipe are going to be the water in and the power in to the well, I call that the dollhouse, to the dollhouse. This will be the septic out, and then the little conduit will come out and feed the shed, which will eventually have electricity also. It does not right now. So the water line is going to run all the way. It's going to come out of the corner of the dollhouse, which will be right about here. So it's going to come out of there and go all the way up to here, and I've roughly put some lines up here. So right here is about where we're going to tie it off. We're actually just going to, for now, tie it into one of these. Those old air conditioners don't work. They're not going to run. It's a 70 amp circuit to these old school air conditioners. So anyway, we'll take one of those and feed that for now out of there. I'm going to have him do a little bit of dirt work back here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but this is higher than the concrete, so it won't drain. I want the whole thing to have a nice grade, so I'm going to have him level that. Same thing here. All this is a little bit high. I want it a little bit leveled. This front yard is going to be one of the big areas. So if you stand right here, and I don't know how well this will show, but this is significantly higher than the driveway. So the driveway fills with water. That's the drain side. You can see it should all drain down into the ditch. Oops. So have him do that. Same thing over here. Level all this off. The house has kind of a ditch around it, and so when it rains, the house actually gets wet if it's real bad. So same thing, he needs to take all this down so that the water will run off, and then run across the concrete and then run off here. You can see the previous guy that was here dug a little trench. That helped, but I want the whole lawn to be nice and level. So those, and then the last thing he's going to do, and I will video all this after he's done as well. The last thing he is going to do is right here. Same thing, the house, it's got kind of a ditch around it, and so this right here is high. So I'm going to have him just come in with his front blade, knock all this down, and maybe you can see it here. It kind of goes like a dip and then up, and so that up, I'm going to have him knock all that off. Oh, one other thing, all this concrete that was left in the ground over here, I don't know if they had a patio or what, but I'm going to have him loosen all that up so we can do some cleaning and get this area nice too. So anyway, that's the main stuff that he's going to do. There's a few other little things I'm sure I'm going to think about, but that's a quick update, and then like I said, I'll video as soon as he's done.